Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm Sentient Dessert. Welcome to my channel. There's, yeah, things just haven't been going too well the past little bit. So, yeah, I'm just relaxing stuff tonight. Playing wonderful Another Eden. Running around just trying to level up some of the characters. Don't have the limitations of being, um, all these characters you can get to 80. This is Another Eden. It is a game in the traditional JRPG um, spirit. If you like games that have really, really cool storylines, this one is one of them. They introduced a second chapter to the Persona 5 crossover, and I'm going to be delving into that after I finish in this dungeon. This is basically the come here to level up your characters dungeon. And with many of these characters being close to 60, not the maximum, but a decent spot to be. It should be fun. Right now I'm just face rolling these things because I mean, this is supposed to be one of the hard things in this area. But, yeah, it is a gacha game. But you don't really need to engage in the gacha system to advance the storyline. All the core characters can be upgraded to 5 stars. That's one thing that I do enjoy about this game is a lot of the characters, they are not limited to um, many games. You get a character and they are 3 stars and they remain 3 stars for the rest of the thing, regardless of how much fun you think they are. In this one, a lot of characters can be upgraded past the 3-star point. Only the generic cookie cutter models are not upgradable like that. I'm on, I think, chapter 16 of the main story for this. But I'm going to be doing the side quests for the experience badges. Those will come in handy. Pillars of Eternity. I'm not familiar with that. But yeah, you can get a lot of characters in this one. And the ones that cannot be upgraded past 3 stars are the ones that are, as I said, cookie cutter. You can see that these all basically look like each other. There's one exception to the cookie cutter I discovered. This one. She can be upgraded to a 5-star eventually. Some characters can be. I'll use Yvette, I think. No, let's go back to party. You want to be on that one. One who's you. So you've got 5 stars, but only 4 are lit. So that means that I need to do a quest to unlock that 5th star. Some characters that I have are, yeah, his mana is also one that can be unlocked. Takes a lot to unlock that 5th star, though. When you draw, you've got a chance for many of these characters to be 3-star to 5-star. And sometimes they will just be 3-star or 3-star with 1 grade star or what have you. Do I have one that I can show that's like that? Oh yeah, Bria. She is 3-star with a chance to be 4-star. So it was a little bit convoluted when I first tried playing it, but it's come to make sense after playing it a bit. But basically everybody to the right of Bria cannot be upgraded past 4 stars. Everybody to the left can be. Basically anybody that has experience invested in them and that isn't level 1. And some of these are 5 stars that I'm just not working on yet. So we're going to go to quests. We want Ingress, Symphony, Promises, Vows, and Rings. Okay. Skills. Alright, so what this quest will do is unlock 2 of the characters from Persona 5. Violet and Skull, I believe, are the characters that will unlock in this one as playable. And if they keep the crossover going, there's a good chance they might have all 10 of the characters. 10? I think 10. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, is running through this quest and enjoying it as best I can. I'd show the beginning, except that there was a promotion when this first released a few weeks ago to get basically 10 free pulls if you get if you advance the quest to this point. You know what? I think I'm actually going to turn on the volume. This game was the music and the design and story, if you can't tell from Mr. Frog there, the people that worked on Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross and did the music for that are heavily involved in this. There's another game that they were working on, another series they were working in that Xenogears, the Xenogears games. That they're good people working behind this game. do voices right now, but um, there's a good chance I've got corona, so trying to take things easy. I can, but my mother has lost her sense of taste and smell right now. But I've been feeling sick for since last Monday. Last Monday to about Friday is when I was really feeling sick. At least she doesn't have the congestion, which is what I was worried about. Ah, okay. I know what's gonna happen. Well, I've got an idea of what's going to happen. If you're familiar with Persona 5, then I'm guessing the husband, the future husband, is the person that we're going to be helping. So does Rika. Hers are metallic. Hunter Violet. Some translation errors. This is the only character that is different in Royal. Everyone else should be familiar if you played 5. I think the crossover is actually supposed to garner attention for Royal. We've all been here. You haven't, so yes, you run off and explore. Continue. Frog. Horse. Big crossover. Except the artwork isn't done by Akira Toriyama. I find it funny that these two are in my party, but yeah. How things go. That is one hell of an entourage. Going down there. I enjoy this game. It's nice for a bit of relaxation. Check. Special. One moment. Going all right. Just casually playing through one of the side quests. Good luck with that. I found that just playing through and gathering up the Chronos Stones, it's a lot easier Thank you for the follow. Yeah, and also, unless they ended it, 1K for starting the second half of this, of the Persona 5 crossover. So I guess it's easier for starting out right now. I play a lot of the gacha games, and the dates just kind of like meld together, so I don't rightly remember what's starting on one event and what's ending on another, so I've already got a lot invested in this game, so I've got, I think, 8 5-stars. Very nice. I'll show you who I've got when this passage is over. I mean, with the 1K, it makes the rerolling a lot easier right now. At the same time, I kind of feel like that's... It's just not how I would... This is near the start of the second Persona 5 crossover event. Main storyline, I'm on chapter 16. Part of me thinks it's not the bride. Friend got me into this like 2 or 3 months ago. Oh no, this game is actually pretty popular. I think it's got over 1 million downloads, which for a mobile game isn't that bad. I mean, it's not like Genshin Impact where it made what, 250 million in the first month. Insane. But it's good if you want a game with story. I mean, each character that you get that is 4-star or better, or had potential of being 4-star or better, has their own side quests. Yeah, I did. So I kind of put the game on hold because I got Miyu as a 3-star potential 5, and I just kept on running the book dungeon until it dropped the Rune Knight book, so I could make her a 4-star. So I kind of put the game on hold for like a month while I was running that, and kind of forgot about it and came back to it a couple days ago. You're obsessed with breasts. Very nice. Let's see, I got, I think it was Mariel and Ferran, both 5-starred in the same poll, in the same 10 poll. Yeah, the 5 stars I've been looking up, and they're not fun. I mean, the quests are fun, it's just grinding out all those scripts. Alright. So, my characters thus far. I've got Akane, another style. Ferran, another style. Annabelle, I just got her, like, day before yesterday. Which, certainly made grinding out her sister's quest a lot easier. Thiliel. Hismena, I really want to get her to 80. I wish that she would become a 5-star because I really love the energy steal ability. The heal and an attack. Rika, yeah. Miyu, one of my first draws, and she was 3 out of 5. Oh yeah, I found that, I mean, she's extremely powerful. And she's almost maxed. I just have to do her side quest to unlock her other skills. Deirdre, I can't advance her quest anymore until I advance Annabelle's quest. So I'm going to be working on that at some point. Elga, I got her other style as well. There's Mariel. Was it Mariel I got, or was it... There's Myris. Higure. Melina. The one that I'm actually going for right now is the Mist Rune, the new one. I have not reached the point where I can get anybody's special weapons yet. I'm still relatively new. The only ones that I have special weapons for are Joker and Morgana, just because they come to you as part of going through the side quest. And right now I'm running with these 6, I believe, as my main, because they are a party that can get to 80. Hismena is my favorite so far. For her swap is manaless damage to everything, and she deals pretty decent damage as well. I just really wish that she were the 5-star pull instead of the 4-star, but at least 4.5 is better than just 4. Actually, I should go through and do that as well, because I spent quite a bit of time in the leveling tower. or screaming one way. Yeah. If I can find another one that is very much like, Hismina, it'll be great. But I think I got lucky with a lot of my polls. Because I'm close to having another 10 poll. So I will be doing that probably before the end of the night with rewards from this quest. Slash attack on all enemies. Nice. Filial. Hit for front group, yep. Okay, for Joker's weapon, you have to collect everything around the town. Everything that's in this area and in the I'll go up there. So, you got the base that you come to while you're here. Are you using, I'm using BlueStacks to do this. But, Common, one second, my brain kind of died there for a moment. I'm a little sick right now, so I'm not thinking as clearly as I could be. You have to collect all the items for this area by doing the small quests and talking to the people in the town. And at the very end, this chest will open. So you'll get the key to open the chest, and it's got Joker's level 80 weapon. Yep. Tokachev. Oh, it's level 60, not level 80. I'm going to be able to use those soon. I did not realize, I thought it was level 80 to use. 3 levels. You're welcome. I was kind of a completionist when I went through the first time. That's nice to know. I suppose that's so that 4-stars can access the best weapons as well. So they're still viable at endgame even if they can't hit level 80. But yeah, Common, if you just go back to this area and talk to everybody in the town, I'm not sure there's anything that you need to pick up in the Mementos areas, but I think the Mementos areas were for Mona's weapon. Don't quote me on that. I did it like when I first started playing and when it was first available for me to start going through. But for Jokers, yeah, everybody in town, you just talk, you complete the little tasks that they give you. Anything that's sparkling, you grab. What are the settings that you're using for your BlueStacks? Because that might Oh, wonderful! It's not showing up on the screen. To let you know what my settings are for this, in case it might help you out. I've got it set for graphics engine compatibility, graphics render, OpenGL. Prefer the dedicated computer graphics if your laptop has a GPU in it. And I'm using OnePlus 5 as the device that it's emulating. Okay, I've never played this with sound before. A device can affect the performance because some games are more fine-tuned for certain devices than others. Like, I can't find a good device to play King's Raid on, and I have to, it crashes constantly. I enjoy the game, so I still go back and play it, but yeah, I actually got BlueStacks because that wouldn't work on Mumu. Oh, good luck, Common. Deidre's her storyline was really good. Having her sister makes it go faster. I normally, when playing this, I multitask. So I normally have this and something else open that I'm playing. So having the sounds active. Oh, I'm gonna have to be serious for this fight. But no, I normally have other stuff that I'm watching or doing in the background. I kind of need multiple things to focus on. Except when I'm streaming, because then I am actually focusing on a lot of things while streaming, so that helps out a bit too. You're welcome. I hope it stays like that for you, because some devices, it's like you try to get the device to mimic the Samsung 10, I think is one of the options. It really bogged everything down because it's trying to emulate something that is kind of on par with some of the older processors. But yeah, when I've been trying King's Raid is the reason that I started to branch out and explore ways of getting it to work. And, just when I start getting it working, they patch the game and everything breaks again. But Common, I do wish you supreme luck with getting Annabelle. I felt extremely lucky when I pulled her because I was not actively pulling for her. I was pulling for Mistrare. And she came up. And now it makes sense why she doesn't want to get married. What is the hard way to get her? I wasn't aware you could get her other style with that. I'm still kind of new to the game. Or is her 5-star another style? Got it. Okay. For anyone watching this later, perhaps, you can upgrade a 4.5-star character or a 5-star version of the character with scripts, but instead of a character tome, you need 5 character-specific treaties, which are pretty much rare as chant script. So it would be like trying to get Miyu's Rune Knight script again, which honestly took me probably almost 90 runs. Got plenty of other scripts while I was there. Or, if really lucky, on one pull. Exactly. I kind of wanted to get the Persona 5 crossover taken care of because it's a guaranteed um, 5-star characters, and with the second one, I'm guessing that it's 2 more 5-star characters. Oh, that is good to know. That's kind of why the team that I'm using right now is my level 80 characters that aren't 80 yet. But Mona is a decent healer. I mean, best healer that I've got. And the rest I know can do really good damage. Now, is that the 10 boss fight thing, is that you have to do all 10, like, one right after the other? Okay, so it's not like a gauntlet. Oh. Shouldn't be that difficult for me. But beating them, you need a level 80 team, right? I'm an RPG protagonist, of course they're gonna open up to me. Alright. Good to know that beforehand, because it would be really frustrating. Read to where the scream came from. Okay. That was my fault. Yeah, that it's always nice to see that. Just a little whack with the mage. Sure, Arena's staff does a lot more damage now. Anyways. Or your mage is just buff. Nothing saying that your mage can't, you know, lift weights on the side. What I want to see them add is a character who has no attacking skills, but can buff their standard attack by an unbelievable amount. Now would they space that out so that they have to buff the attack and then attack? So that it kind of averages out with the DPS that other characters are doing? Or would it just be, you know, they buff it for 3 turns and they just deal a devastating whack? Nope. Who's ringing the bell? Okay. That would be kind of cool. Would make them more versatile working in a party. And it would complement whatever party you've got. I think if I had a VPN, I might be trying to play this in Japanese. I could see that working. It would have to be a new character that would have that ability. Because it would have to take up a skill slot. That actually would be kind of interesting to have. It'd just be another buff. And if they were a support character, they could cast it on another character, and that character would then have that. You could possibly get away with doing it if you had the character, their base is support, and the skills that they learn are single or two different elements, so that they can buff somebody with, say, earth and water, and their greater skills would be either a longer duration of having that buff on there, or buff just does more damage, or like with your earlier idea, it gives them a second attack with their basic attack. I've spent years designing games in my head, so I think about this stuff all the time. You don't really see a lot of games have a character or class of a character rely fully on basic attacks for damage. Very true. About the only one that I can think of is tabletop RPGs. And even then, it's just like you use skills, but it's a basic attack with um, multipliers added to it. And even Final Fantasy XIV, one that I'm playing consistently, yeah, basic attack, you're not going to kill the mob. You need to actually do skills. I do like the idea of augmenting the basic attack. Is that her final skill? Okay. I got a ways to go before I get that, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll check it out when I finish with the cutscene. Yeah, is the change element always advantageous? Okay. Character is that? Group of people thumbs, that's what they are. Everything makes sense now. Feel that? Feel that? Yeah. Never spend on singles. The urge is there, but I, I I wholeheartedly recommend against doing singles. Okay, fair. I suppose my playstyle, I prefer to do the larger pulls because most of the games that I've played, they have the a guaranteed uh, 4-star or higher if you do a 10. So it's a guarantee on. You get what I'm trying to say, I hope. Like Genshin Impact. It's got one of the worst pull rates, but you're at least guaranteed a 4-star every 10 pull. If you do it one at a time, you kind of throw that away. Okay. kind of expected the flow of stones to stop, or at least slow down at endgame. But at least they added some, I mean, you just watch a few ads, and you've got a better chance of getting more stones. Yeah, I went from getting, what, 30 a day to getting, if you subtract the bonus 50, averaging about 50 to 60 a day. You can do a 10 pull once, pretty much every 15 days or so. It might just be a fluke, but I found that, you know, clicking on the advert and letting it load up in the additional browser, and it takes you to the Google or whatever loading page. By doing that, I've always gotten stones instead of the key passes. You don't have to install the thing, you just open up the Google page, let it load, then close it, and then I don't know if it's just been a fluke, but I've done it maybe 25 times now, and it's always been Chronos Stones. Good game if you want story. I was honestly expecting combat before this. More than one fight. Typo. Okay. Not much combat in this one compared to others. But can you spot the typo? second one I've caught this in this section. Tomorrow or the 4th? I thought the notice said it was the 4th. I suppose, depending upon where you are, it could be tomorrow for you. I think it's one of those plot hole would be the best way to describe it. It's a temporary past that is as temporary as long as you're playing the game. And so I'm a writer, and one thing that can happen when you're writing, especially something as complex as a storyline in this game, you tend to forget little details as you go on, and by the time you realize that it's a minor detail and it's a minor plot hole, too much time has passed and too much story has developed since then to, go back and make a correction for it. I mean, it'll bug some people. And other people won't notice it for 2 years. I mean, the one thing that gets me is when looking at stories and the plot holes like that, it's not detrimental to the story, but it kind of makes you scratch your head as to what were they thinking. If you're familiar with the Harry Potter series, there was an item called the Marauders Map that listed everybody's name in the school, and the twins, they got a hold of it and they had it for a few years. And the one thing that they should have been asking is, why is this man who is supposed to be dead sleeping in our brother's bed? Because transformation magic doesn't hide who you are on that map. If you know Harry Potter, that might make sense. If you don't, that's not going to make much sense. But it's one of those plot hole things that really needed to be addressed sooner. The books are good storytelling, but they have a lot of flaws if you're reading it and actually looking for inconsistencies. But in a game like this, it's a lot harder to go back and fix something like that. Unless they decide to add it in a future chapter. I mean, who knows? This next one is going to be taking place at the school, so they might address it. I just started Jade's storyline. So I'm looking forward to it because it seems more intriguing than a lot of the others. It kind of reminds me of the Persona chapter because from what they've said so far, it's like going into the memories of somebody. I'm enjoying the storyline in this game, main storyline and the side storylines, because many times a lot of the side quests they don't have the ability to grip and draw you in. It's like the side quests are an afterthought in many games. When in this one, the side quests are actually lore rich. Well, I looked at the writer and the musician, the composer for this. They had both worked on the Chrono series and the Xenogears. And Chrono Trigger and Xenogears, Chrono Cross, they all had really rich worlds. And I mean, to this day, I don't think I've played any game that had a more um, engaging story than Xenogears. So if that is good, that actually um, that takes a lot of forward thinking. I understood what you meant. I I feel that. I've been tired for a week. Pretty sure COVID finally reached me. So, but to actually have that set up to work that way, um, for a game not as difficult as it sounds, but to write that, it does take a bit of forethought. Because you have to literally write um multiple paths for the storyline to go. even if it's just a simple, like 2 or 3 passages. And what that tells me, that they will change the story based upon how far in the game you are with the characters that you have, is that everyone, even if you will literally have to have the same characters at the same spot while playing through in order to experience the same game as anybody else. So that makes every person's experience on this more unique. Which is actually really cool for an online game that is story-driven. Yeah, I think I got Myris a couple days ago. I've screenshotted the the polls. Actually, I couldn't find the information on the wiki for this. Do you know when the level 60 leveling dungeon unlocks? Red card, very hard. Okay. I've got a ways to go. But, I'm still here. I am just going to do something really quick. Yeah, I got Thiliel. Here, I'll drop that since it's showing up. I got Thiliel and Bron as in the same poll, and then I just started to take screenshots because it was like I thought I was lucky on that one. How many potential 4 stars? And then the Annabelle poll, which was Annabelle and CL. It doesn't look like I screenshotted the others. I am not happy about that. Oh well. I haven't really had much time to experiment with a lot of the characters. I've just been trying to level them so where I can actually, like, understand their skills and whatnot. I mean, if you if you look at my money, I spent a lot of time running dungeons. Maze. Last skill. Oh. Oh, that is going to be very good if I can find another character that has a reduced slashing resistance on the enemy. Aid lightning crystal. Okay. Well, I think she's going to be a fine addition to my team. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Glad I pulled her then. Oh golly, I'll save those for lower level characters. I have not tried much with her. My main party I've been going around with, well, this was for Deidre's quest, but I was running around with this party as my makeup, just because it was high in light and high in shadow. But since then, I mean, these were the only 3 that were actually leveled before a few days ago. No, I have not tried it yet. You're making me want to. I'll see. Like glass cannons. Helps if the enemy doesn't die after one hit. Lunatic. Oh! Oh! What the? She's part of my main team now. Holy crap. Holy crap. A critical for almost 70,000. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my friend about this. Not sure if she knows or not, but I'm definitely going to let her know about that. I mean, as long as you've got a good healer with her, she's going to tear through anything. I mean, that's more than, that's more damage than I pull on a full bar. I always forget what that thing is called. Special attack gauge. This. I forget what this is called. I mean, that's gonna make taking out these mini bosses so much easier. Yeah, she took about 5 times as much as everybody else. Which is why I think her with Annabelle using the defensive skills might help a little bit. But I've also got her equipped with the regen ring at the moment. Let's just see what her basic attack does. 5k basic attack. Okay. Power of user plus 10%. And increases damage when over 80%. She's like being given the best weapon in the game at the beginning of the game and being able to equip it. Kind of how it feels. Thank you for letting me know that. She probably would have been rear bench warmer for a while if you had not said anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get her. I'm gonna try to level her. Does it break 100,000 easily? Well, I know what I'm going to be spending the next couple days working on. That is insane. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Almost forgot to grab that. I don't think this fight's gonna take me long. And fight's over. Nice lance. She's not burst though, she's kind of consistent with that if you use the right skills. Yeah, she's gonna be my my main squad now. I'm... yeah, kind of flabbergasted at the moment. Badge... and you can XP badge level you. Brittle but strong. I'm gonna trade with Annabelle. I got lucky. What can I say? I think I've gotten pretty lucky with a lot of my pulls. Granted, I've had plenty of 3 stars. Plenty of 3 stars. I was actually disappointed Soira was not 5-starable. But yeah. Thank you for opening my eyes. So having her and Myris together might be a good combination for keeping keeping the glass cannon alive. yet. Mario. Let's check her abilities. Ooh. Yeah, I think she's gonna take over for Erina. Dang. Mario is an endgame healer. I was looking at Melina to become my next healer, but I think Mario is gonna... Well, that kind of negates her as being a healer. I thought she was a healer. My mistake. Here I was thinking his mana was good with, you know, being able to dish out 6k on an attack. Not have that yet. Can you... Trying to think of how to word the question. So earlier we were talking about upgrading them from 4.5 to 5. With someone like Melina, is it possible to get their alternate costume without pulling her? It's just very labor intensive, right? Okay. If I could grind out every single relic weapon on Final Fantasy XIV, I think this will be easy. I'm used to the grind. The grind is not something that bothers me. It's actually kind of meditative. But I'm guessing it's going to be limited to the key cards. I'm very used to that. As I said, Final Fantasy XIV, I got all of the relic weapons. And one of the aspects of getting the relic weapons was something that had like a 1% chance to drop from certain fights, and you needed 12 of them per weapon. And at the time there were 13 weapons. Sounds about right. So, yeah. I think that took me about 3 or 4 weeks of like 8-hour days grinding it. I enjoyed it. Other people were just completely fed up with it. Since then, they have made it easier to get the drops. I think it's now at a 15% rate for dropping. And sometimes you can get, rarely you can get more than one. But yeah, that was fun. And that was just for one step of completing the weapon. There were like, I think 11 steps total. So. And then when they raised the level barrier, they made new weapons, and we're on the, let's see, we're on 5.4 coming up. So yeah, it's going to be the 4th generation of relic weapons. They are all grindy. So this is relaxed to me. This is a relaxed grind. Because at least a lot of this can be done on autopilot, where you have to actually pay attention and actively interact with the other. But I think I might be done for tonight. At least streaming this. Makes sense. And I think waiting until after doing these wonderful little dungeons, and then doing the daily video or daily ad watch would be better when trying to farm those, just in case you do pull a red key. But that will probably be in the future. I think I'm going to stream more of this because it's been fun. Okay. Thank you. You too. Thank you for stopping by and chatting. It was it was fun and enlightening. I appreciate it. So for my usual sign-offs, subscribe if you want. I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't. I'd appreciate it if you did. Be kind out there. Have a good solar cycle. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Please be safe. I love you all. I will see you soon for another video and stream and all sorts of fun. Have a wonderful night. See if I can raid anybody. Yeah. Hollow Knight is something that I enjoy. I'm going to raid a friend doing Hollow Knight. You're welcome to stick around for the raid if you want. But thanks for watching, everybody.